guys, it's me. It's been a while. I'm doing my first get ready with me video, so that way y'all can see my skincare. I'll also do my makeup, so like when I get ready to do makeup, I'll see if I can switch it back. If not, I'll pause it and do so. But yeah, a few new things I've been doing because I just felt like some things weren't working for me, or I forgot it as part of my skincare. I was like, I forgot I had SPF, and I do wear that during the day normally, at least. But I got a new toner as well because the toner I was using, I just felt like it wasn't really doing anything for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to really stand up too much because, like I've said before in previous videos, I'm out due to knee injury, can't stand very long or very well when bent over. So I'm going to just do this leaning over my sink as best as possible to show y'all. So see if I can do this just a little. Get this warmed up. So yeah, we'll see what kind of topics pop into my head today. You know, get that nice and warmed up. A little too warm. Not too warm. There we go. That's much better. So I'm just gonna get this. And if you guys have any questions on anything I'm using, I will try to post it at least in the description. If I forget, just comment and remind me. The first thing I'm going to use is Wild Fern's Manuka Honey Foaming Face Wash is my favorite thing to use. Bump my stand there a little. Oh well. And I just put one good pump in my hand. And this just feels really good and refreshing, like it says. You know, I find it's really good at getting makeup off too if you don't have a whole lot on. Although when I wear makeup, I do a double cleanse at night to really make sure I get rid of it. I just like to make sure I get all the makeup off my skin. But when I'm about to do makeup, I like to just make sure I have a nice clean face, and that does pretty good at getting rid of everything. So yeah, and I would be using my other hand more. I kind of do, but I did injure my elbow too, so we'll see. In therapy for both of them right now, and it's getting better. We'll see how it goes. And right now, I'm experiencing a bit of a breakout. It's just that time of the month, and I don't know why it does that. It's like I'm going through enough. I don't need to break out too. Alright, get my face rinsed. Drop my makeup on the floor. Oh. Just rinse it with some cold water now. And have a towel in my lap, that way I can dry easily. There we go. And then I can see what dropped on the floor. No, it was just my mascara, so. Alright. Okay, there we go. Have my face. Let's see. I thought I had a cotton pad sitting out. I probably do, and I'm probably staring at it. Oh well, I'll grab another one, and then I'll see it in like, I don't know, 5 minutes probably. Unless it fell on the floor, but I don't think it did. Oh well. I just grabbed a cotton pad because I'm going to use my toner. This is a fairly new toner I'm using. It's that Anua. It's one of the Korean brands, and I like it so far. I'm kind of liking a lot of the Korean stuff because it's a lot gentler on my skin. My skin's very sensitive. That's why I also like the Wild Ferns. They have a toner. I used it for a while, but then I stopped using it, and it kind of felt like it wasn't really doing anything. So I'm just going to rub that all over my face and let that set a minute after that. This one at least feels like it bubbles a little bit or something. It's kind of tingly in a good way. There we go. I have a little trash can around here somewhere. There it is. Usually I have it right next to me. I forgot to do that. Alright, so I'm gonna let that set a minute. Alrighty. But yeah, so far I'm liking this toner. Pretty good stuff. You know, do this so you can see it. Apparently it's really hard to get though, so yeah. Or at least so I'm told. I thought it was pretty easy. The next thing I'm going to be using is this Wild Ferns Manuka Honey Day Cream. And like I said, it's pretty good. I like it. I like that my skin doesn't react. It doesn't burn. It does feel very moisturizing, so I'm happy with that. But yeah. So yeah, let's see what kind of topics I can come up with. I found a new blush I'm going to use today. I'm going to show that all to you later. As well as a new lipstick. Still haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do eye-wise, but we'll get it there. And while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and grab my eye cream, which is still the Manuka Ferns eye cream. See if I can get that to zoom in on it better or something. There we go. One thing I find interesting on this one, I've been buying this stuff for like a couple years. It has a new sticker on the side saying only for eyes. Avoid getting around your eye skin and avoid getting it in your eyes. So I'm like, something happened there. It sounds like an interesting story. Because it used to not have that sticker. So I don't know. I just got a little bit of that on my hand and some cat hair apparently. Because cats. Alright, I'm gonna rub that in while the toner is still drying a little. So that just gives it a minute to soak in. There we go. And my favorite thing to use, and it's pretty much the only lip balm I can use, is their Manuka Honey one. It doesn't dry out my lips or cause any irritation, so I find so far this brand's pretty good for my sensitive skin. And I haven't put on the day cream yet because it still feels like the toner's a bit there, but I like to put these on while the toner's drying. And I just like to use an old makeup brush I have for putting this on. It's one of the Harry Potter wand ones. You can still kind of find them online. There we go. That nice and moisturized. And I'll just put that back up here. With the eye cream. And I'll go ahead and put this day cream on. And I'll let that soak in a little. But yeah, I like all these Wild Fern things. Like, they're all under 20 bucks, so they're still sort of affordable to get all of them. Like, I'm still ordering some stuff I haven't tried of theirs. But, like, I think I got the serums on the way. There we go. Just get that all rubbed in a little. And just let that soak a minute. But I did get some sunscreen for my face. Manuka, or Wild Ferns does make one. It's this one here. I put it everywhere else except my face. It just feels like super heavy when it gets on there. And then it feels like I'm hot and sweaty almost. Only on my face. Everywhere else is fine. Only on my face for some reason. So it's still good. I like it. But I got this Neutrogena one for my face with the SPF of 50. And yeah, I like it. I was using their face scrub from the same line, but the face scrub I reacted to, so I can't use that. My face was burning when I used it. I liked it. I wanted to keep using it, but unfortunately, one of the ingredients I didn't read before doing that, I was allergic to, and it was papaya in there. I'm allergic to like papaya and mango. It'll cause just really bad skin reactions. So that felt great. Just put a couple pumps of the sunscreen in my hand. A little goes a long way. And yeah, it does kind of have like a sunscreeny smell, but I do like that there's no added fragrance, so it makes me less allergic to it. Because it's really annoying when I find something I want to like, but I'm allergic because of something added. Like that, I had their exfoliating wash, like I said, but that I was allergic to. I liked it. My skin didn't. So, get that all rubbed in. Let's see. There we go. I don't know that I'm going to go shopping today, but just in case, I figure slap on sunscreen. Did I forget to grab my primer? I did. I'm going to pause this a second while I go find my primer because I don't remember where I put it. I cleaned and I forgot. So let me pause this real quick. I'm back. I just had to grab my primer real quick. I forgot to grab it. It's my Neutrogena primer. Actually, I might see if I can switch this thing around if it'll let me. If not, I will do a whole nother video starting thing. So let me see. Does that button switch it? What's that button do? Oh, that just takes pictures. Okay, so I'm going to have to probably stop this video for a second. But that's my whole morning skincare routine. I find it's clear. It keeps it pretty clear. You know. So, yeah. See if this will switch around or something. No switch. Alright, so I'm going to stop it real quick and then I'll continue everything in a video I attach to this. Alright, I'm back. Face looks a little red, but it always does that after lotion, so yeah. But I grabbed my primer and put that on real quick. And we're going to see what kind of style I do today once I get to it. Put my primer on. I just really like this primer. Neutrogena did have another primer I liked, but my skin was allergic. It's their mattifying with niacinamide. And found out I'm allergic to niacinamide. Because that primer turned my face super red. And I looked up side effects to that, and number one side effect for being allergic to that niacinamide was face turning red for 24 hours pretty much. So, as much as I like that primer and it looks good on my skin, it just wasn't worth it. There we go. Just get that on there. And like I said, part of the reason I'm not using my other hand too much is elbow injury, and sometimes I can, sometimes it lets me, sometimes it's like, nah. So, there we go. Wash my hands here a little. Just to get that primer off my hands. There we go. Grab my towel and dry off. Alright. And I'm going to grab my foundation real quick. Just my Neutrogena foundation. Love this stuff. Feels good. Not allergic to it. Yeah, that's the weird part about skin allergies is I can use some things from a line and then some things I'll be completely allergic to. Like, I know they also have another foundation, but it kind of just dried out my skin, and I had to layer on the moisturizer more, where it had salicylic acid in it. And don't get me wrong, I liked it, just like I like this one, but man, that was a lot of moisturizer I always had to put on my face with that. I just got a little on my hand here, and I'm using my beauty blender, but I need to wash. I'll do later. And just start dabbing it on. There we go. And just make sure it's well blended. There we go. Sorry, phone notification. There we go. Just do that. Yeah, like I said earlier, I had the other one facing the mirror just so it'd be easier, because otherwise I'd have to rig this thing up somehow, and here I don't have that much counter space to clip it to have it far back enough to do a skin one like I did earlier for skincare, so I found it easier to just make it face the mirror. There we go. Blend all that out nicely. A little more on here. Yeah, I actually went into Sephora for the first time in a very long time the other day. It wasn't anything like people were showing online for some Sephoras, thankfully, where like the testers were horribly messed up and stuff. They were a little, you know, as much as you expect a tester to be. They're not going to be pristine, obviously, but it was nothing terrible. Like, there was only a few kids in there, and they seemed well behaved, thankfully, because I've seen some of those Sephora kid videos, and I'm like, But I went in there just to, like I said, I hadn't been in Sephora in a long time, but I also didn't realize how expensive they were. So I only got like 2 things. I got like one of the Dr. Jart face masks, which I ended up liking. I might have to go back and get another because the only place I can find it on Amazon, they have one mask for like $30, or I can go in the store and buy it for $10. So next time I'm at the Sephora at the mall, I'll probably pick up a couple of them. Alright, got everything nicely done, it looks like. I think so anyways. But yeah. So, there we go. Set that down. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows just to get those done. But it was like really nice to walk into that Sephora. The employees there were super nice. Everybody seemed to be super nice customer wise as well. Because like I said, I've seen the videos online. There we go. Get my brows a little bit. But one thing I couldn't believe, like for foundation, that was sorry, another. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if my phone did a weird thing where it didn't do a video, but I already did primer and foundation. I just used my usual Neutrogena on that. And yeah, my phone acted weird for a second, so maybe it filmed, maybe it didn't. If it did, I'll figure out how to piece it in there. If it didn't, like I said, all I did was primer and foundation. And also I was just doing my brows just to get them a little colored, because otherwise it seems like they disappear some once I put on a little foundation. But it's just my Neutrogena brow tint pen. And if I didn't say this, you know, or have this recorded, I did go to Sephora the other day. They were really well organized and clean in there, unlike some of the Sephora kid videos I've seen where, you know, you go in there and it's trashed, and it's like, who and why are children being allowed to act like that? Because I've seen the videos, you know. Yeah. Let's see. What look do I want to do? Oh, I need to prime my eyes first anyways. Got my concealer for that. Alright. Put it around like so. I just find this Neutrogena concealer in their lightest shade, it really brightens up certain areas, so I use it as highlighter too. So get this under the eye nicely. That way while I'm figuring out maybe my eye look for the day, we'll see. I may just start grabbing colors and playing around too. Yeah. Because that's one thing I really like to do, is just to grab colors on my palette and just play with them like crazy. Honestly, kind of how I figured out my first look in one of my first videos, that Neapolitan one. So that's honestly one of my favorite looks to do. Sometimes I'll do it. Let's see. There we go. Get that all nicely in there. Let that set a minute while I grab some stuff, like my brushes and stuff. And also a thing to clean off the brushes I'm going to use, because I realized I forgot to clean them last time. I just got a little cotton pad here and wiping my brushes off of real quick. I realized I forgot setting spray. Let's see if I can reach it. Okay, setting spray. There we go. Got that. Okay. Yeah, so got my concealer on. I'm gonna blend that with my blender. Just to not let that set too much. I always take the tip and wipe under my eye, otherwise it's gonna be like super thick under there. I think I may go for a more simple eye look today, we'll see. Maybe a more neutral one anyways. That's what I'm kind of feeling, is a neutral eye today. Which I will probably use my NYX palette for. Got pretty good neutral in there. So let's see. Get these well cleaned off on these brushes. Although it's only a little pink in there, but still. And some sparkle in some of them. Alright. Let's get that going. Little fallout. There we go. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is start out with this lighter color, tan color here, and get that just all over the eyes, just to, yeah, there we go. That is a lot darker than I thought that was going to be. Oh wait, that was just the lighting, but it's still, I like how nicely pigmented their shades are too. So that's one thing I've learned to be kind of careful with, is the pigmentation, especially on their really dark shades. Just get that all smoothed in for that color. And I try to get them about matching. There we go. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this darker brown here and do like this, just to start getting that shaded in, but in the crease a little too. Just blend. There we go. Like I said, I like my bold eye looks, but some days I like a not bold one too. Just some days. There we go. Just blend that out so that's not so dark there. You know, then I might darken the other side a little bit, but I just don't want it to be too stark of a thing. There we go. Just have that blending. There we go. I'm gonna use another brush and go in with this lighter one here on the inner corner. See how this all looks. If I need to, I will go over it with a light color. So we'll see. If I need to, I'll get a bit of that white from up top and do it. Just to, actually I'll probably just do that on the inner corners anyway, just to really add some lightness there. Yeah, there we go. But I like to do a mix of patting and swiping it around the eyelid to really blend it. Usually do a pat for the first couple just to really get the color on there and then blend it a little. And then tap this off. Also use a little bit of this white for a teeny bit of highlight up here as well. Just a couple teeny dabs. There we go. And then for the inner highlight, I'm going to get that white and maybe a dab of the sparkle. Because I am going to put sparkles on this because, yeah. There we go. Dab of the sparkles in there. Just a little extra highlight. There we go. Like I said, just a little dab of sparkles. And I'll put that over the lighter too, the white sparkles. I do have a bit of dark sparkle in here, and I'm only going to use a bit. And yeah, it's this one right here. Just little dabs. And just dab it on a little. Just to add a little sparkle and a hint of darkness there. There we go. Although with sparkle ones, I tend to make sure I do more dabbing than anything. Because otherwise, if you swipe it too much, the sparkle can go away. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. There. And if I kind of feel like I need to blend it a little, I'm going to grab this lighter brush. That way I'm not making the lighter part too dark. There we go. Alright, I think that's all I want to add from that palette. I'm going to do my eyeliner real quick. Where's my eyeliner? There it is. Just grab my Neutrogena liquid eyeliner. Okay. I'm going to go for kind of a bold one at the same time because I'm going to do my waterline. Okay, this is a new one, so just trying to get it started. The old one was running out anyways. There we go. Just get that waterline all colored in. Sorry if I'm hunted down where y'all can't see them. Yeah, I'm just doing my waterline. Like I said. There we go. So, already a little different. I'm going to do the top lash, and the way I do my eyeliner, if I haven't shown it in other videos, is I do little short strokes, because otherwise I blink a lot. And I'm going to blink, and I'm going to have eyeliner going up to my eyebrows, so. That's just my little trick, is short little strokes. And if the first line isn't perfect, that's fine. I'm going to make it thicker. So, yeah. There we go. See, first line, not like super perfect. That's cool. Now I'm going to do my bottom lash. Like I said, I do it in short little strokes. That way, if I blink, it's nothing too serious. I find it helps because then I can take a pause for a second. There we go. And there we go so far. Like I said, short little strokes, very, very helpful. And then I continue the line from my bottom lash, and I draw out a little bit of wing. There we go. I'm going to make the top one a bit thicker. Where needed. Just touching up some areas where it didn't look like it got too well. So yeah. Ooh, I'm liking that so far. Really makes my eye pop. And I haven't even gotten on mascara yet. So yeah. I'm gonna do this to the other eye real quick. I don't know why I always start on the waterline. It works for me. So I guess because it just gets it out of the way, because trying to do it after would be interesting to try. One thing I miss, Neutrogena used to have it where it would go into little pots and it'd be a brush that you pull out. I kind of liked that better because then I could just dip it in if I need more. But I think Almay does that, but I reacted to them last time I used them, so yeah. As much as I liked Almay, I can't use that. There we go. And there's that. Got that side on the waterline. Looks a little messy, but it'll be cleaned up a little when I do the rest of my eyeliner. So we're gonna try to do this because I've tried to do it left-handed. It just does not work well for me. There we go. Such short little strokes. That way, if you mess up, it's only a little bit. And if you're doing it early enough, yeah. Then it can be covered by you going back and touching up on it. I'm going to get the inner corner of this eye a little. And then do that. And a little mess up, but let's see if I can just get that out with the brush. If I can just brush that out, there we go. And there. There's the top part done. And let's see, this lower lash line. There we go. And yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to take from the bottom lash line and continue out, making my wing. There we go. Then I'm going to go from the top, touch up where needed a little, and then from right about there, connect it to the wing, just kind of colored it. There we go. There. Eyeliner took me a lot of practice though, because yeah, as many of you out there know, it's not the easiest thing to get, but when you get it, it works. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my mascara, which is Neutrogena as well, just like a lot of their products. They work well for me. There we go. Just do one coat. I always do 2 coats of mascara and get it to look good somehow. There we go. And if it accidentally touches my face, I like that at this stage it still just wipes off super easily. Just get all that on there. Then I'll put it back in here to do the other side. Go, and then do a second coat of mascara as well, and I wiggle it. It just seems to really help volumize and lengthen and everything, and it just looks nice to me, so I'm happy with it. Like I said, I just don't do falsies, the false lashes. I've tried, me and them just do not get along for whatever reasons. So there we go. Just get this all brushed in. And as I do this, I do kind of turn the brush a little too sometimes, just to try to get some coverage. There we go. So yeah, that's so far on the eye look. That looks like it needs a little blending into there. There, okay. Oh yeah, my new blush. I got a new Winky Lux blush. It looks like a little rose, and the only color they had was called Tea Time, and I'm fine with that. I want to see if I'm allergic or not first. But yeah. So I'm going to do the rest of my contour and highlight real quick, and then I'm going to do my blush. Because, yeah. There we go. And one thing I got from Sephora was a new lipstick from Kosas, so, well, new to me anyways. Do this under the chin slightly. And just follow the cheekbone lines that I can see. There we go. Good enough. Do my highlight real quick, and then I'll start blending everything. And then I'll try that blush. Highlight there, there, there. That's why I love this concealer. It's great for highlighting. And then, there we go. Do a little on the forehead, but not too much. There we go. Blend it out. Just grab my beauty blender and do it. Yeah, there we go. Because I like a nice soft contour, but I guess some people may like a more harsh one, and I've done it. It looked nice, but it just wasn't my thing. So there we go. Just blend that a little. And I don't know why. I usually either start on my nose or on my forehead. Either one, but hey, whatever works. As long as it all gets blended and looks good. And sometimes I use brush, sometimes sponge. It's whatever works. There we go. Get this done. But yeah, I'm liking this. It's like a nice smoky eye kind of look too. So there we go. Start blending this out. There we go. Highlight on the chin, blend this. Okay. There we go. And there's all that. As far as I can tell, I got everything blended. Except there. I always try to look at my face in a few different angles just to make sure I got everything as blended as I like. Yeah, but I got this Winky Lux blush. I've seen similar blushes online, one where it was a silk rose that was just dusted with blush powder and scented. Obviously I didn't get that one because the scent would not agree with my skin. So, but this one's a nice cream blush, so everything's blush. And as far as I can tell, no scent. I've not used this yet, so we're gonna find out how this goes, because just getting my brush and doing this. It says you can use your fingers. I might try that too. So we'll see. And like I said, I've never tried this brand, so I may just use my fingers a little bit and smear it around on my cheek. It's got a nice little color. I may just use fingers. I was trying brush to see how it works, and I may use it to blend it a little. But I do like it. I do like that rose. That's pretty. It's a shame to destroy it, getting blush off, but that's what has to be done. And if I'm not allergic to this, I may get their other colors, some of them. Get a little on here, a little. I may use you to blend. Looks about even. Just use this to really make sure it's nicely blended. This is just my full powder brush, or precision. I think that looks nice. Although I feel like it needs a little more there, and luckily this finger still got some on it, so there we go. There's all that. And then I got my Kosas Star Power lipstick, which I like. I wore it the other day to make sure I wasn't allergic to it. I didn't try it at Sephora because I don't like the idea of putting some of their testers on my skin. Like I said, they weren't bad, but they were obviously used, and it's just like, nah. Although it's the most expensive lipstick I've ever bought, so I think it was like 20 bucks. But it smells really good though. And there we go. I think that look came out really cute today. I like it. So I'm going to make sure I got everything on I want. Yep. And I'm going to set this. So, and that's just my Neutrogena setting spray. I think it came out really cute. I might do this again. I like that. But yeah. And I'm going to do another video later showing you how I take everything off. Because there's a couple of extra steps I like to do some nights. Like, well, one of them is Biore strip. I like those. Let's see. Just realized I need a little touch up there. And while it's still wet enough to do so, there we go. Okay. But I just have a cheap fan here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, I think I got it pretty good.